Welcome to Akwa Ibom State, the land of uncommon transformation and nice food and dishes, you know. This is the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. I say this is Jamaica, my Akwa Ibom is the land of my birth. Say this is the land of my birth. I say this is the land of my birth. I say this is my Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom is the land of my birth. I will never leave the shores. I will never run away. I'll always believe in the black, the green, the gold. I say da 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 da. My nation was stronger, God is triumph. We must face the test of time. And our people, they are good.
Welcome to Akwa Ibom State. We have lots of foods here. We have afang soup, edikan ikong, ekbang gokwo. Like the one that I'm enjoying now is ichido, that is bitter leaf. If you are here, you will enjoy the food because it's very, very delicious. You taste it, you love to stay in Akwa Ibom State. All right, thank you very much.
Somewhere in the beautiful city of Uyo, gathered women of influence, power, and substance. These women had stories to tell, and they had lessons to share.
You hear these talks and you...
Never did I ever imagine when I was growing up that I would even be where I am today.
Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to A Woman's World. I am Bumi Obano. If you're wondering what's happening here today, well, we're coming to you all the way from Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Why is this? Akwa Ibom is hosting the African Women in Leadership Conference. What is this about, you might say? And why is it so important? Well, we are here with women who are leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators, and students to further advance the leadership status of women in Africa, to discuss, to learn, and of course to prepare solutions to issues affecting the African woman. Stay tuned.
One thing I learned from my mother's knees is that a woman can be whatever she wants to be. If she puts her mind to it, if she studies hard enough, and if she tries to be the best she can be, the sky is the limit. And so I went to school not thinking I was poor, knowing that I was privileged because they worked very hard to send me to private schools. And I took the best opportunities that I could, and this is where I am. And I'm just a regular person, just being, especially by God's grace, given some unusual opportunities. And I'm grateful to God first, and then to those around me who continue to encourage and inspire me.
Welcome back. From speakers to speakers, contributions of all kinds, the agreement here is African women need to be empowered. Today on A Woman's World, we'll be focusing on the African Women in Leadership Conference and all the packages it has to offer. We'll make you understand why the African woman needs to be empowered and further her leadership capacity. Stay tuned.
The African women of what? We are...
African women from various walks of life recently gathered in Uyo, Akwa Ibom, Nigeria with a goal at heart. The goal? To empower each other to become the best that they can be in leadership, business, and even in the home. The purpose was befitting the name of the gathering, the African Women in Leadership Conference. Responsible for bringing these women together is the African Women in Leadership Organization, a non-profit organization which aims to harness and enhance the leadership potentials of women. The organizer Elisha Atai said African women are indeed women of worth.
Women have a lot of potentials, and it's high time that these potentials is annexed properly. That's why we're saying women of worth. They've done their homework, they've done what they're supposed to do. Now we're showcasing these women. They have to come out from their shell and get to. If you want to be a politician, it's time for you to not be afraid. You can make it.
The female executives, professionals and leaders that were in attendance noted that there was a need for women to be actively involved in developing nations, as they made up almost 50% of the world's population.
Women, we make at least 50% of the world population, which means that we are a ready workforce to be employed. Okay? Can you see the power in our numbers? So the context is that 50% of the world is made up of girls and women.
In a gathering that parades powerful speakers in the likes of Senator Joel Taylor of Liberia, Nigeria's Jumoke Adinowo, Hajo Sani and many more, one should expect to be inspired.
Potentially, every one of us is a leader. I believe the fact that we're women, we're natural leaders. Women were born to lead. We were born to lead humanity.
African woman is a woman of worth. African woman is very courageous. African woman as a leader is first as a woman. Why? Because I believe there is a leader in every woman. Every woman is a leader. So I think the African woman is most qualified to be a leader and to hold leadership position in any level, at any kind of political, development sector.
The importance of our women learning and imbibing leadership skills cannot be overemphasized. It empowers them with new talents, provides them with confidence, and affirms in women the knowledge that they do not need to see themselves as second-class citizens.
Talking about the importance of mentorship, Ghanaian's Comfort Okran believes that more women need to mentor themselves and be mentored.
Mentorship is about pulling somebody else with you so that you are not great on your own, but you'll be great with others. And together you stand and say, we made it together. Somebody can stand somewhere and say, if it had not been for this lady, I don't know what my life would be like, but I'm so grateful to God that this lady came into my life. Find a way of helping your mentor realize his or her own aspirations. And when you get the opportunity, be wise, be wise, be wise. Conduct yourself well. Conduct yourself well. Sometimes your mentor will say, do this and do that and do that. When you finish, get it done. Don't come back and say, oh, what is the next thing? The person says that when I asked you to go and do that, have you done it? You say no, but I feel that this one is not necessary. I'm coming for the next round. It doesn't work that way. If I give you the opportunity to do something, when I tell you how to get something done, you do it, do the assignment, come and say, okay, I've done it, and this was the result. Is that how it usually is? Person says that yes or no. Okay, so you know you have to go and repair what you've done and get it done.
Some participants share their thoughts on this.
I needed to hear that talk on how to deal with relationships and how to tell apart who my role models are from my mentors, from my coaches, from my counselors.
Because you as a mentor, you have to be on your guard all the time. You have to be responsible all the time. You also always have to show forth your good footstep all the time.
One of the keynote speakers, Aisha Babangida, and the chairperson of the Better Life for Rural Women Foundation, an organization she inherited from her mother, gave the women a lot to think about.
I would much rather be remembered for having made a significant contribution to improving the world into which I came than for having made millions. 3 vital factors need to be established by us, and the first one is influence. Margaret Thatcher said, being powerful is like being a lady. If you have to tell people you are, then you're not. Influence comes with your character and you being able to show good example to those around you. connect with people around you, and assure them that a better world is possible. Bear in mind we can't succeed on our own, so we must join forces and be powerful. Second is preparation. A good leader should be prepared and knowledgeable at all times. Self-development is imperative for every woman. Never stop working on yourself, else you wake up one day and find that you have nothing to give the younger generation who look up to you. Almost nobody gets it right the first time. When my mother died, I had a whole year to think of what or how I could continue her legacies. And I thought I couldn't do it. I'm still very young, and growing up with her, I realized that I didn't need to follow her to the villages. I was quite comfortable in the air-conditioned room. I didn't understand why she kept on emphasizing on women to go out and get a job, to go out and do something. She said, it's because it is part of me. This is something that I have to do to fulfill me.
We all have a role to keep educating people. When I look at British soldiers, soldiers from wherever in Pakistan or Afghanistan, I see women who see blood and they've never died, if that makes sense. What kills them are the guns and not blood. So why should anybody be saying, because you're a woman, you can't get into the army because you'll be so scared of blood? Lies.
The conference, which lasted for 3 days, had a resounding theme: African women of worth. The women had good things to say about the event.
It's been very rewarding, very fulfilling, a bit exhausting. The days have been very intensive with all the speakers pouring their hearts out to us.
The conference is to me, it's something that is really great.
I'm very happy that a group of African women are coming together.
The conference has been wonderful. It's been really inspiring, very incisive, very motivating. Speaker after speaker, you learn one thing or the other as they speak. I have been motivated in the inside. You know, the things that you have inside, sometimes you hear these talks and they are rekindled and you're fired. I'm really fired up to go back and affect my organization and the people around me.
As they say, all work and no play makes Jill a very dull girl. With the numerous extracurricular activities lined up for the women.
You're not supposed to be eating here today because you're already home. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my sweet mommy. People always say that when you see the governor, you find favor. I said no. It's when you see the first lady, mama, that you'll be fine. Because women know how to take care of women. If you're right, let me see your hands up. People say women don't support each other. I say no to that. Depends on the kind of women you follow. If you follow women of dignity, women of respect, women of Africa, the great women here, your life will always be better. Please congratulate your fellow women. Thank you very much. Congratulate them. It's so good. Celebrate your fellow woman. Celebrate. Yeah. Mommy, are you beefing the other auntie? She's greeting you. You're not even answering her. Yes, greet her. Yes. She doesn't like you. Change your seats. Ah, that's fake smile. Yay!
This is her first official assignment.
It was fun all the way.
In case you don't know, we can enter moto or fly for Aero and land for Uyo. You should come with me. I'm missing the love at home. I'm missing the love at home. I'm missing the love at home. I'm missing the love at home.
At the end of the day, one could see that most of the women were glad they came.
I'm a king at home, so baby feel at home. You're in a quiet and it's sweet like a honeycomb. You go chop and go carry go, cause they call it the promised land. I'm so proud of my motherland. Knock on me what you want. Yeah.